Have you ever been sharing something important, maybe in a meeting, with friends, or even with someone you love, and suddenly someone cuts you off? It stings, doesn't it? You might freeze, go quiet, or even mutter, "Oh, sorry, go ahead." But every time you do that, you're giving away a piece of your voice, your presence, your power. Interruptions aren't just about someone talking over you. They're about who controls the moment. Today, I'm going to share 3 simple yet powerful words rooted in Stoic philosophy that can stop interruptions instantly and ensure your voice is heard. These words, used by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, will transform how you show up in conversations. Stick with me until the end, because once you master these words, you'll never struggle to hold attention again. If you're ready to grow stronger and live with unshakable confidence, hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Spark of Steadfast. Let's dive in. Part 1. The power of words. Words have always carried immense power. In ancient Rome, a single speech could sway an empire, spark loyalty, or end a war. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca once said, "Speak with clarity and calm, and your words will carry more weight than 1,000 shouts." Your voice isn't just sound, it's a reflection of your authority, your presence. In today's world, whether you're in a boardroom, a classroom, or at a family dinner, your ability to hold attention determines how much respect you command. But here's the problem. Most of us surrender that power the moment we're interrupted. We shrink back, apologize, or stay silent, signaling that our words matter less. The Stoics would urge us to do better, to guard our voice like a treasure. So how do you reclaim your space without raising your voice or losing your cool? It starts with one word. Part 2, the first word, focus. The first word is focus. Why is it so powerful? Because it's a quiet command that grabs attention. When you say focus, you're telling everyone to pause, to tune in, to prioritize what you're about to say. Scientists call this an attention cue. It signals the brain to stop wandering and lock in. Imagine you're in a heated meeting, voices overlapping, ideas clashing. Instead of shouting, you lean in and say, "Focus. Here's the key point." The room quiets. Eyes turn to you, not because you demanded it, but because focus carries authority. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus used a similar approach. When his students grew distracted, he'd pause, look at them, and say a single word to bring them back. That word was enough to restore order. Even today, great leaders use this principle. Think of a coach rallying a team or a speaker addressing a crowd. They use words like focus to pull everyone into the moment. It's not about volume, it's about intent. Part 3, the second word, matters. The second word is matters. Interruptions happen because people think their thoughts are more urgent than yours. But when you say matters, you flip that assumption. You declare that what you're saying has weight, that it deserves priority. Neuroscience backs this up. When something is labeled as significant, the brain gives it more attention. Picture this. You're sharing an idea and someone jumps in. Instead of fading, you say, "What matters here is this perspective." Suddenly, the interruption loses steam. The word matters shifts the dynamic, making it clear your voice isn't just noise, it's essential. Marcus Aurelius practiced this principle. In chaotic war councils, he'd cut through the noise by calmly stating what mattered most, redirecting focus to the core issue. You can do the same. Say, "What matters is this point," or "This matters because it changes our approach." You're not begging for attention, you're defining where it belongs.
Part 4, the third word, here. The third word is here. Why does it work? Because it anchors everyone in the present moment. The Stoics believe the only time we truly control is now. Seneca wrote, "We own only the present. Do not let it slip away." When you say here, you make your words urgent, undeniable. Imagine you're interrupted mid-sentence. Instead of retreating, you say, "Here, let me finish my thought." The other person pauses because here pulls them back to you, to this moment. It's a word that demands presence. Historical leaders like Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, used this principle to refocus debates, saying things like, "Here is where we must act." In modern life, teachers, coaches, and parents use here to ground attention. Combine it with the other words, focus. What matters here is this. It's short, sharp, and impossible to ignore. Part 5, the trap of sorry. Now, There's one habit that can undo all this power: saying sorry when you're interrupted. It feels polite, natural even, to say sorry, go ahead. But every time you do, you're sending a message. My voice is less important. You're giving permission for others to talk over you. Epictetus taught, you cannot be diminished unless you allow it. When you apologize for speaking, you're handing over your authority. In a meeting, saying sorry after being interrupted makes you fade into the background. In personal conversations, it signals that your thoughts can wait. Over time, this erodes your presence. People don't interrupt you because they're mean. They do it because you've taught them it's okay. So how do you break this habit? Replace sorry with something stronger. Part 6, the alternative. Focus, there's more. Instead of sorry, try this phrase: focus, there's more. It's simple, direct, and powerful. When someone interrupts, you pause, look at them and say, focus, there's more. It stops them in their tracks. You're not being rude. You're asserting that your thought isn't finished, that it deserves space. In a meeting, it might sound like, focus, there's more to my point. At home, it could be, focus, there's more I need to say. This phrase does two things. It reclaims attention and signals that your words have value. The Stoics would call this disciplined speech, choosing words that reflect your inner strength. You're not fighting for attention, you're commanding it with calm authority. Part 7, the Stoic lesson. At its core, this isn't just about handling interruptions, it's about how you see yourself. The Stoics believed your words mirror your character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, speak only what is necessary, and let it be true. When you use focus, you claim attention. When you say matters, you set priorities. When you say here, you own the moment. And when you replace sorry with focus, there's more, you stop giving away your power. This is about living with integrity, about showing up in a way that earns respect without demanding it. These three words, focus, matters, here, aren't just tools for conversation. They're a way to embody Stoic strength in a noisy world. Call to action. So, start practicing these words today. The next time someone interrupts you, don't shrink back. Say, focus, what matters here is this. Watch how the dynamic shifts. If you found this valuable and want to keep building your Stoic habits, subscribe to Spark of Steadfast. We're on this journey together, learning to live with clarity, confidence, and calm. Share this video with someone who needs to reclaim their voice, and let me know in the comments, how have you handled interruptions? Let's grow stronger, one word at a time.